Hey guys, it's Brian. Before you go ahead and do anything else, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want to see more content like this in the future. Anyways, on to the video. Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. And so today we're going to be showcasing the deck I've been playing online, getting to the ranking that I am now. So if you guys don't want to go ahead and hear much of an explanation in regards to card choices or anything like that, you'll see the deck on screen. But if you want to go ahead and listen to the theories and everything regarding it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and just listen throughout the video. I'll try to keep this as short as simple. So as you can see right now, my ranking as of the recording of this video is 1,349. I wanted to get this video out before the ban list comes out. And so I'm currently in the top 50 in Dueling Book as of this recording. And just to show the proof, as you can see right here, I'm number 48 as of this recording. So it will go up eventually if I continue to be active. And keep in mind, I am also participating in the luxury ladder over at Luxury Gaming. So if you haven't played any other tournaments, feel free to go ahead and check them out. So my goal is to go ahead and play against Cody again. I did play against him once, but he wasn't playing a deck that he was actively playing as far as meta. So I really want to go ahead and see if I can match up with him, to go ahead and play a meta matchup with him where something is on the line. Again, if you haven't seen in the intro, and you just skipped ahead to see the deck profile, if you just want the list, here you go. But if you want to go ahead and hear a detailed analysis, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. So we have 3 A-lister. A-lister is your main normal summon of the deck, obviously, and also helps enable any of your plays involving your extra deck. So this is your main card you want to get access to. And for our Dogmatikas, for our monsters, we have 2 Ecclesia and 1 Fleur-de-Lis. Mainly, the goal is to get the extra body on board. However, if you don't happen to get Fleur-de-Lis or Ecclesia in your turn 1, but you have an Nadir, you have ways of getting to other plays, but that doesn't stop you from going off for turn 1. But you're mainly going to go ahead and use this if you have a way of linking off into your Verite. That's your main use for this card initially. Next, we have our Shaddoll lineup. We have 1 Ariel, 2 Wendy, 1 Beast, 1 Dragon, 1 Hedgehog, and 1 Squamata. So it's a very small package. It's mainly just compact because you don't want to draw multiples of it. At the same time, you don't want to go ahead and have all monsters. So you really just want to go ahead and combine them with effects. And so if I had a way of making more space, I would probably fit an extra Wendy and a Squamata. But because of the format how it is at the moment, I really can't afford to put more than 40 cards in this deck. For our hand traps, we have 3 Nibiru and 3 Ash, best hand traps of the format. Not really much to say, especially against Virtual World, which is the most annoying matchup. And of course our 2 vanillas, Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon, for our Dragoon package. Called by because it protects your searches, and this deck does searches a lot. So Ash and Droll could really affect your plays depending, so you might want to have this as a backup. I did used to have triple tactics in the main, but I realized after having just no other ways of continuing my plays, I would rather just have Call by the Grave so I can continue my plays. Fun Foolish because you never know when you need a Shaddoll monster like Squamata to go ahead and dump something else, or even dumping A-lister if you already have the invocation in hand. 2 Droplets is probably one of the best cards in the format, especially going second when you have Virtual World with VFD going around. I'd rather just keep this in the main deck just in case I'm playing against Virtual World, so that way I can go ahead and just stop their plays right away. Next, we have 2 Invocation. Only playing 2. I don't really want to run a third one because I do tend to draw the third one without any combination of plays, so I would rather just go ahead and keep 2 since it's searchable. 3 Meltdown because you want to go ahead and see the A-lister as soon as possible, and this has a great interaction with your Shaddoll cards, especially with Schism. So even if they were able to put Dragoon on field of their own, you have a way of just going ahead and just getting rid of it right away. It even works against the Eldlik matchup, which I will get into later on. 3 Nadir. Nadir is obviously one of the best cards, helps you enable your plays. And so, usually turn 1, my goal with the deck is to go ahead and get Dragoon, Mechaba, and Winda on my opponent's turn. So 9 times out of 10, and my hands are usually going to be focused on getting to that. But honestly speaking, I would get to that board, I would say 80% of the time. Because there are those moments where I don't have the Ecclesia in hand or the Fleur-de-Lis in hand, but I do have Nadir Servant, so I would just go ahead and go into Mechaba and Ecclesia with some form of protection. Next, we have our 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion because we are running the Red Eyes as Dragoon package. 3 Shaddoll Fusion, best way of making your dead draws like Dark Magician and Red Eyes have a purpose. Also, you can get A-Lister Engrave, Ava Invocation in live with this, so it helps enable so many plays with it, and just makes your deck a lot more synergistic, especially with the Shaddoll cards in the main. And for our traps, we have 1 Punishment, 1 Rush, 1 Schism. I don't really have to say much in regards to Schism and Punishment, but Rush is really a great card, but not for the use that you're thinking of, because I usually don't use this card to grind out. I usually use this to combo, and so I'll explain more of that later on. So for our extra deck, we have 1 Apkallone, 2 Construct, and 2 Winda. These are just our 5 Shaddoll monsters. If I could, I would play more, but I'm running Dragoon package, so I would have to put 1 extra space for the Dragoon, so the extra is really tight. 1 Entis is for the Punishment and for the Nadir Servant. 1 Aguitas because it is super useful. 1 Mechaba. Again, would run 2, but I do have the Dragoon package, so doesn't really even really fit, especially if I already have another negate on board. 1 Purgatrio for OTKs. Raijin is a great combination with Winda or with Aguitas, and Winda is a great combination to have on board because it really stops your opponent and makes them have to deal with it. And instead of running Gravity Control, I would rather run the A-Lister Link because it helps me get to my deck and helps me OTK. It's not necessarily a win more card, but it does enable plays when you do really need them. Next, we have the Link 1 on Artemis, which is probably the best thing that could have happened for the Shaddoll Invoke specifically, because you're giving Shaddolls and the Invoked Engine a normal summonable Link 1. So any of your main deck monsters except for Wendy and Ariel would be allowing you to go ahead and get access to Artemis, which would enable you to get Mechaba or Construct right away. Next we have the Verite for the Dragoon, and lastly the Amirage, because Amirage still is a great way of protecting your combos and any pieces that you want on board, just in case they have some form of disruption like Dogmatika Punishment or any kind of destruction effect. Anyways, that's the video, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe, and if this video gets, let's say, 10 likes, I'll go ahead and upload a combo video on how I will get to certain boards. Anyways, see you next time.